Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. Every week is a fight, right? To make it to the end of the week without losing ourselves. But we made it here. First thing Friday morning, I am here. And matter of fact, I want to switch to something else. Hold on. There we go. I actually changed my mind. I wanted to go in a different route this morning first. Good morning to you all. So, I want to talk about a couple of things that we know is happening right now with the Trump administration that is going to directly impact the lives of Americans if it's not already impacting your life. This is why I keep saying elections have consequences, that we have to be extremely careful about the people that we put our support and our trust behind. Good morning, Quiet Storm. We have to be really careful about the people that we support, the information that we spread, because now we're at a critical point where Americans don't even know the truth versus a lie. They don't. Okay, are y'all starting to see the conversations where folks are upset at Mamdani because they say he's going to introduce Arabic numbers to children in New York? To me, it's an indication of the education system or how bad it is in America. And I'm like, wait a minute. Do you not understand numbers? You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, they're getting themselves all worked up. And so I sit there and I just go, yeah. But it's the lack of education system. It's the lack of education. Good morning, Dino. It's a lack of education. And in America, uneducated people are loud. Uneducated people are extremely loud in America because in any other circle or country, ignorant ass, uneducated people would not even get to talk. Nobody would listen to them. They go, be quiet, stupid. I'm not listening to you. You ain't talking about nothing. It ain't even about money. Nobody wants to listen to ignorant people. People who cheer about not reading books. Why are y'all talking to them? Notice I don't talk to them. I don't spend any time engaging MAGA. For what? Engage them for what? I ain't gonna get nothing out of it. It's a waste of my time. And it's a waste of your time too. Stop indulging it. You make them feel like they're smart. You actually make them feel like they have something of value to say. Stop doing that. They don't have nothing of value to say. They're just going to push the propaganda and the lies and the rhetoric because it makes them feel good to make you feel bad. That's the best way to say it. And I figure people who feel good when you feel bad, that's the direct result of their life is shit. But instead of taking the energy and the time to fix their shitty life, they'd rather just fuck with people. That's why I said you don't waste your time talking to people like this. It's a waste of time. So I want to tell you about a couple of other things that your government is working on that you need to be aware of, whether or not it impacts you or not. Hey, Jess, good morning. Because understand, as soon as they're done coming for the people that you may not like, they're going to come for you too. Right? You're not special. They're going to come for you too. And they're going to come for you. And you're absolutely right, Melly. Talking to MAGA is like talking to a brick wall. Don't waste your time. When they want to start talking to you about what they believe, you know what you tell them. If you like it, baby, I love it. Don't even waste your time talking about it. Because I'm telling you that's where you win, not talking to them about it. Because they don't know how to receive that. All they know how to do is argue. Because that's what they want to do. They want to argue and they want to fight. But when you say, when you like it, hey, if you like it, I love it, baby. Believe in what you want. I hope you get exactly what you voted for. And you smile and you go on about your business. Trust me, they're going to try to chase you down, talk with you about it. That's when we say, no. It's nothing for us to talk about. I agree with you. Why are you trying to talk to me about it? Because they're trying to convince themselves that the shit that they voted for, even though it's hurting them, that it's good for them. So they need somebody to talk to try to make sense of the nonsensical. Don't do it. Now, did y'all see the news yesterday about how Yale had did this analysis of Trump's tariffs? And they had said that Trump's tariffs impose a tax rate on low-income households that is triple that of high-income households. Donald Trump is committing an assault on your wallet. That's ultimately what's happening. Donald Trump has imposed his own taxes on working class Americans. Rich people don't care about tariffs and all this because they'll just pass the shit on to us, right? They'll just pass it on to us, so they don't care at all. Can y'all hear my dog out there wriggling around in this damn bowl out here? Because if that's the case, I got to go get it because dinner been over. Larry, go wash your neck, beloved. I don't talk to people who don't wash their necks. Bye, Larry. Yeah, we don't waste our time. So y'all see what I did there? Larry said he don't believe it. I'm telling lies. Then I set Larry free. Yep. To go in the Dirty Neck Hall of Fame so he can go do and be great. You don't have to. Again, if people think that you're telling lies when you know you're not, why talk to them? Why waste your time? That's how I see it. If people think I'm wrong, I free them from themselves. So you don't have to sit here and watch this live with me and be tormented by me telling lies. Because according to them, I tell lies. Who do y'all think I am? This clown up here? Who do they think I am? This clown up here? And y'all should see how thirsty. And then I block them and they come back. You're a dirty neck under that account too, beloved. I'm going to have to block that one too, baby. Sometimes I feel sorry for MAGA. Then I remember, no, I'm not supposed to feel sorry for them. I shouldn't feel sorry for the couple of teeth they have left. That I shouldn't feel sorry for people with gum disease. I shouldn't feel sorry and argue with people with no side teeth. I shouldn't feel sorry for people that barely got out of high school who peaked in high school. I can't feel sorry for that. I can't. And I won't talk to people like that because they smell funny, right? And I don't want to spend my time going back and forth with people that got a little stench to them. Y'all, if you know me, you know I don't like people who smell funny. It's an indication of a lack of hygiene. Spend that time washing up. Don't spend that time arguing with me. Spend time washing your clothing, your hair, your body, that trailer. Do that. If y'all spent more time doing that, you would be you wouldn't be mad with me. You wouldn't be mad with me. Not they smell like cavities. I always say they smell like earring backs. Like you've been outside sweating all day, running around, and you take off an earring back. That's what they smell like. That's why I don't pay no attention. That's why I don't pay any attention. Good morning to you. Good morning. But Trump's tariffs are disproportionately affecting the working class. The working class. I heard an interview yesterday. People were interviewing some voters who had voted for Joe Biden. Then they voted for Trump, right? So they're not very smart people. We know that, right? We know that. They're not very smart people because how you go from Joe Biden to Donald Trump. Now, they were saying, oh, well, I thought Trump was going to lower the price of groceries. Like I said, these are not very smart people. They're just very opinionated and they don't do any research. They just come to the polls and show up based upon what that idiot box called TV showed them. And they just show up and just do whatever because they're not very smart, right? And so now they're upset that the billionaire, now he's really a billionaire. He wasn't before. All these times leading up to this, Trump was faking and frauding. He was a millionaire, but he wasn't no billionaire. Oh, now Trump got money. Now he got money. Yep, that TV says vote blue no matter who. Exactly. You know what else it says, INAB? You ain't got no job and unemployed and living in your mama's basement. This is the third account of yours I've blocked, beloved. Damn. Go take those 4 teeth and brush them. You say, I'm not convinced, they just wanted their racism. They wanted their racism no matter how much it cost them, but they didn't expect it to cost them anything. That's what I believe. I think that they didn't expect their racism to cost them nothing. Honestly, because in their minds, it's okay. You know, in their mind, it's okay. So to them, you know, I look at it like the Trump administration, they're full of DEI hires. Full of DEI hires. Most of those people in the Trump administration wouldn't even have that job if it wasn't for Trump giving them a job, and he's a DEI hire. Trump is the direct result of racist ass, low educated white folks and low educated, and I'm gonna say this, immigrants that try to identify as white, but they not. Miami, if you're listening, right? That's what it is. This is the direct result of that. That's how you got Trump again. That's how you got Trump again. Let's just be honest. Nobody wants to say the quiet part out loud, but the quiet part out loud is mediocre ass people got tired, right? Mediocre ass people got tired. So they found another mediocre ass person to be their mouthpiece, right? And these same people that voted for this mediocre ass dude, their asses are still mediocre. And not only that, they're more poor than they were when Trump got reelected. So I don't feel no sorrow for those fucking people. I don't feel no sorrow for the motherfuckers down in Miami who thought they were white when they're Hispanic and now they're getting deported. I don't give a shit. That's why you don't see me show up in no rallies. Fuck them rallies. I didn't vote for this. So why am I showing up to march for anything? I'm not marching for nothing. Fuck them. I ain't marching for nothing. Let them march on their own. They voted for this. That's what happens when you try to be white adjacent, but you not. But you not. My God, I had to block some guy that was bad built, had the audacity to have an avatar picture with his shirt unbuttoned with that whole big 1-pack of, he looked like he was melting. Like, come on, sir. Come on. I know you ain't out here with that shirt on, with that picture in your profile, and you look like you're melting. Literally. Literally. You know how something looks like when it's melting? That's how he looked. It's like layers upon layers of misshapen bad builtness. Nope, I won't be a part of that. I told y'all bad built people got the worst attitudes. One of the reasons why we got Trump is also a brigade of bad built ass people. Think about it. After this live, I want you to go do something. I want you to go watch footage of a Trump rally, but mute it. And don't watch Trump at the rally. Watch the people showing up to the rally. This is them walking to the rally. Oompa, oompa, oompa dee doo. I got another present for you. Oompa, oompa, oompa dee da. If you were wise, you listen to ma. What do you get when you know I'm telling you, go watch it. Go watch it. And watch them all walk into the rally with their bad knees and their bad feet and their bad back. Everything bad. Bad teeth, bad skin, bad hair. All of it. It's all mediocrity walking to the rally. And they're mad that their mediocre asses can no longer buy a house, 2 cars, take 2-3 vacations a year on mediocrity. That's what it is. That's what started it. Over time, they started to lose ground. And then I don't understand why. Gladys, how come we can't buy a new trailer? What's going on? That's what happened. They don't understand. I used to be able to take my family to Disney World. We used to be able to do this and to do that. But all you got is a high school diploma. You never got no other education, you didn't go to trade school. You ain't read no books. You ain't do nothing else. Yeah, you had a long run just doing enough to get by. Those days don't work. That shit stopped working. Those people got mad that shit stopped working. They will vote for racist policies. They will vote for economic policies that make them poor, as long as those policies make your ass poor too. See, that's the key. You were living too good. Or rather, you were living a lot better than they were willing to accept. Good morning, Eduardo. That's how we got here. Now, I asked you guys to do a couple of things while you're here this morning. Tapping is clapping. So if you could hit that like button for me, I would appreciate it. That helps me out. That helps to boost the live. And then if you could hit that copy link button. Copy link counts as a share. You don't even have to send that link to anybody, but it helps TikTok to elevate the live. All those requirements and qualifications were for someone. Yeah, it's always for somebody else. But the problem is, my grandmother taught me this. Be careful of the grave you dig for somebody, because you just might fall in. MAGA been falling into that Trump grave in droves. In droves. In droves. Trump didn't turn in Epstein. He sure got rid of him. When Epstein was locked up, he sure got rid of him. Yep. Now, I put this up because what I keep telling y'all, Trump is only a symptom of a bigger problem. Your issue is everybody fucking around you that's either co-signing the shit, they're quiet about it, acting like nothing's happening. Those are the people who you need to pay real close attention to. It's not just Trump. Trump is the distraction. Folks gotta pay attention. Folks gotta pay attention. You say, folks will hurt themselves. Yeah, they will. They will. I just crack up at because I'm going to tell you why I know a lot of it's mediocrity. I see a lot of mediocre ass MAGA come into my lives every day. They're mediocre because they're triggered. They don't know me from nothing, but they're triggered by me. You know why? Because they have lack of education. So when I say certain things, they get triggered because they know it's them. They know it is. It's almost like I'm looking into their lives and they like, how the fuck does this bitch know this shit? Easy. I know you're mediocre based upon where you live, how you speak, what you read and what you don't read. That's how I can tell that you're mediocre. Just like Michael. Michael is mediocre in his mama's basement, still living down there wondering why he can't get a woman. So I blocked Michael. See? For some of you, you never even saw Michael in the comments. He was there and gone, lickety split. I call myself, I'm like the Flash. You know what I mean? When it comes to blocking people, I'm literally like the Flash. It will happen to your ass so quickly. You'll be like, so tread lightly here. Okay? Because my goal, every time I do these lives, of course, I'm here to like try to share information with people, especially stuff that they may not know about. But ultimately, I love to come to make MAGA cry and make MAGA uncomfortable. It's because it's really easy. It's not hard to trigger a troll when the troll ain't that smart. It's easy to do, actually. It's easy to do. I love when the trolls think I'm agreeing with them, only to be revealed that I'm not. And then they're like, wait a fucking minute. Wait a fuck, this bitch, I know, right? I know, honey. I know. I'm like, y'all gonna learn. I'm trying to help people learn a lesson. And sometimes you learn these lessons the hard way. Sometimes you learn them the easy way. Now I'm gonna stop for a second because I want to talk about healthcare real quick. Now, what I'm showing you is some people from Arizona. They're showing what their healthcare is going to hop to due to a Trump price hike a Republican price hike on healthcare. Didn't I tell y'all that Republicans, they don't care about your health, your safety, your well-being? Didn't I tell? Yeah, this is monthly, the big change that would happen in health insurance. Now, I don't know if y'all saw my video the other day, but I was explaining why your health care is tied to your job in America and how that shit is on purpose. Your employers are also wanting, they don't want a marketplace either. They don't want a marketplace because they want a tax shelter by offering you health care. So the company you work for also has a stake in you not having access to a marketplace. See, all of the machines want a tax haven at your expense. They want a tax haven at your expense. We're supposed to be the best nation in the land. That's what people say. The richest nation in the land, all this other stuff. Then how come you don't have access to universal health care? That's affordable. How come you don't have access to affordable housing? How come you don't have access to affordable education and great education? You know why? All because of rich people. That's it. If rich people can't make money from it, they don't see it as valuable. This is what Americans have staring them in the face come January. Quiet as kept, Dino. You could tax billionaires to the height and you still wouldn't tax them out of existence, proving billionaires got plenty of money. They just don't want to pay. I told y'all the other day, it's not that rich people don't want to pay certain things, but they'll spend money. They'll spend more money getting somebody elected into office to ensure they don't pay taxes before paying taxes. Even though it's cheaper to pay taxes, they don't care. They don't want to pay taxes. See, it's an investment when you pay for an elected official, right? Lee, you just renewed your insurance, yet you're using an avatar. Let me see what you really look like. Bye, Lee. And the people who say, I just renewed my insurance and it didn't go up. Well, guess what? Everybody else on their insurance plan, they're trying to cover more than one leg and two teeth. Right? The rest of us are trying to cover the whole body. Yeah, we got our teeth. We're trying to cover everything, right? We don't just want a catastrophic policy. Because see, that's what Republicans want to tell y'all to do. If you don't want to pay $900 a month on health insurance, you know what they'll tell you? Get a catastrophic policy. That's real cheap. The problem is catastrophic policies don't pay for maintenance. They don't pay for checkups, none of that shit. Only when shit hits the fan. That's why it's called catastrophic. Catastrophic. My block game is unmatched today with MAGA. These companies cut off your health care as punishment. Yep. And I explained the other day why our health care is tied to our job. And I'm going to break it down again. Our health care is tied to our jobs because of a carryover from World War II. During World War II, the federal government did not allow companies, private companies, to give raises to employees. Why? Because the government wanted to draft those fucking people to send them to war. Okay? They wanted those people, they wanted those bodies to send to war, right? They didn't want you even thinking about choosing not to serve, right? They wanted to put you in a position where that's the only option that you had, right? So you would take it. And not like you had a choice. It was either that or jail, right? So during World War II, they do a freeze. These companies, they figure out we still got to find a way to draw in talent. So they start with the non-monetary benefits. Healthcare was one of them. Healthcare was one of them. Then in the 40s, the IRS gave tax breaks to corporations that provided healthcare to their employees. Then when Eisenhower came along, he made it permanent. So this is a tax shelter for companies. They have no incentive for you to get universal health care because now they lose a tax shelter. And what is it that rich people and corporations want more than anything? Not to pay taxes. Good morning, Lori. It's all about not paying taxes, y'all. The entire goal is to not pay taxes. And the sooner y'all understand that, the sooner that you come to the realization that all of this is to avoid a tax burden, then you can start to understand why we see what's happening. You know? Then you start to see it. They try to find tax loopholes. Yeah, well, rich people have the staff to find all those loopholes. And they have the staff and the lobbyists to lobby Congress to give them more tax loopholes. That's the thing I need folks to get as well. You say high inflation is intentional to swell government coffers, so taxes aren't even considered. Jolly, no, I don't know where you got that from, beloved. That ain't even true. Y'all need to stay out of those corners of YouTube University. Inflation does not help the government. Inflation hurts the government. It helps private industries. It helps these other companies that get to keep raising rates and raising rates. But government is not going to eliminate our tax burden because of inflation. That's not going to happen. I'm in Texas, single, make 50K. Mine's is going up. Oh my God. $1,000, $1,600 a month for healthcare. And listen, wow. You know why they're doing this? They want you to pull out of the marketplace. Because see, even if they gave the subsidies back and you pull out of the marketplace, people's rates are going to go up because it's not enough people in the pool. Aetna already pulled out of the marketplace. This is the goal, y'all. They can't destroy the ACA with all the other ways that they've tried. So they're trying it this way. Yep, they're trying it this way. They're just going to make the marketplace completely ineffective. And the whole goal is to tie you to jobs that you hate. Because see, when you can't go to the marketplace and get your own insurance, that means you're going to be desperate. So you're going to take whatever job you can get that offers you health care. And if it means that they treat you like shit, you're going to take it. Because that's what the rich and the powerful want. My son is locked in by union, but they renegotiate at 2027 at UPS. Good luck. Yeah, because the private industries, they're taking a knee to it because these big corporations, they don't want to pay taxes either. They don't want to pay into the system either. So they're going to take it from us. See, the ICE chick just gave her friend $158 million to make her commercials. Not surprised. While they round up the people who pay $98 billion in taxes. Yep. And understand, since they're rounding up immigrants and immigrants pay taxes, they're lost in that tax revenue. Guess who going, Jolly Green. No, I got to let you go, beloved, because you just spewing the shit you heard online. And I don't go to YouTube University. I don't. I'm sorry. I read books. And some of y'all need to start reading fucking books. Like, you come and some of you watch me. Watching me is great, but you need to go read a fucking book. Real shit. You need to go do your research. Stop looking for one single person to be your everything and all this other shit. That's not reality. You gotta be your everything. Okay? You gotta be your everything. And stop looking for other people to do it. You say book recommendations. I'm gonna tell you what you start with. The Declaration of fucking Independence and the Constitution. Most people don't even know how their fucking government works. Start there. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Melissa. I'm going too far. I am assuming MAGA can read, but there gotta be a constitution on tape somewhere. Declaration of Independence on tape somewhere. Do you see they just took the hate? I did. So yeah. So now they have said, the Trump administration has said that nooses, like, and swastikas, things like that, they're no longer hate symbols. They could be potentially divisive, but they're not hate symbols. I told y'all how to remedy this. I told you how to remedy this. I told y'all how to remedy it. You got to lean into it. You got to lean into it. Real shit. You've got to lean into it. So if that type of stuff not hate speech, then calling the minority race names is not hate speech either. I would say I have the same fucking protections. Use it to your benefit. Use it to your benefit. That's how I see it. That's why I tell you, I say what the fuck I want to say. And I don't give a shit that MAGA be upset. I'll be like, shut the fuck up. Your president said I can say this shit. Oh, you thought only you could. Oh, no, no, no. I'm telling you, match the fucking energy. You know when they got pew pew reform in America, when the Black Panthers start toting too? You get where I'm coming from. You want to change the system. Do what they fucking doing. Do what they fucking do. Then you can change the system. Real shit. Do what they do. But remember, the Trump administration and Republicans told us, oh, no. They're not into that. Remember that, Croak? Remember they told us that. People always tell on themselves. Always. Oh, yep, you learn the rules and then you learn how to break them. Y'all got to learn about malicious compliance. Real shit. You got to learn about malicious compliance. Because that's the shit that gets people to change their fucking rules. Real talk. Y'all sitting up here trying to argue. I'll argue with people. Like when people say, oh, I'm glad that Trump's doing what he's doing. I'm like, me too. I'm tired of paying for farmers to grow food. They're fucking welfare queens. And then they go, wait a minute. No, I love farmers. Well, I don't, bitch. They're welfare queens. And so I agree with Trump cutting the shit. I agree with it. Oh, then they go, wait a minute. Wait. You weren't supposed to say that. Why not? Why wasn't I supposed to say it? Why? Because it hurts them. Fuck them. Fuck them and the farmers. I look at it like this. If a small family farm was supposed to still be in business, they wouldn't need my tax dollars to stay afloat. But if you need my tax dollars to stay afloat, then guess what? You shouldn't be in business anyway. Your farm should be taken and sold by the federal government. You get pennies on the dollar for it, and you need to go on and get yourself a job. That's my opinion on it. Yep, that's my opinion on it. You should not be able to continue to get resources from the federal government if you can't keep your business afloat on its own. Yep. So no more farmers getting fucking handouts. Absolutely, positively not. That's my position on it. Yep. Y'all got to learn to stop arguing with folks. Real talk. Y'all got to learn to stop arguing with folks. Oh, this morning on Patreon, y'all, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something that's going to make you howl. Wow, in 1932. That's crazy. So a couple of other things that are happening. I don't know how many of you are getting food stamps now, but I don't know if you've seen, but the Trump administration is going to require people to recertify. See, again, if they remember in the big beautiful bill that the Republicans passed, they're already doing cuts to food stamps over time. But the Trump administration wants to cut you now. Yep, they're making everybody reapply. And they say it's to get rid of fraud. Okay, y'all about to see. Republicans don't give a shit about children. They don't care about families. They don't care about the American working class. They are a party of billionaires and millionaires and large corporations. They don't give a shit about small businesses. Y'all are about to learn a really critical lesson. That if you keep feeding a machine, it's going to eat you. Real shit. They don't even care about their own children, Danielle. They don't. I've learned that about MAGA too. And conservatives and Republicans, they don't care about their own kids either. Nope. Think about it. Think about how many school pew-pews we've had in America and no changes have been made. Their kids go to schools too. They don't care. They don't care. Their freedom means more to them than anything. Their freedom to be uneducated, undereducated, live in poverty, pay a lot of taxes while rich people pay nothing. To them, they winning. That's that American education system at work. Why you think, listen, y'all saw how they put the Department of Education underneath the Department of Labor now, right? You know why, right? Because the only thing they want to educate children to do is work in factories for rich people. See, they're tired of exploiting the immigrant. Now they're going to exploit the undereducated American. Boom. Yep, they're streamlining that pipeline. Because either you go to school and out of school you go to prison, or you're going to go to a factory. Those are your two options, prison or the factory. Either way, rich people benefit. Either way, rich people benefit. Either way. They own the private prisons and they own the factories. This is another transfer of wealth that America is watching happen right in front of its eyes. The rich are taking ownership over your government. See, before they had influence. They don't want influence anymore. They want to own it to ensure they never pay taxes, to ensure that there are no real worker rights, right? The only rights you're going to have are the rights that your employer gives you. Your employer don't give you none, well, you don't have none. Those are the only rights you get. That's it. You're not going to get any more rights. You're not getting any more rights. He says Social Security Administration is sending out letters to see if disabled people, they're making you go back to work. If you have a disability and you're on SSDI, you're going to have to get a job. If you're an elderly person, you're going to have to get a job. They don't care. The only people who get to retire are rich people. Yep, teaching is not professional. Y'all understand why they changed those professional designations? You know why they changed it, right? Because that stuff disproportionately, those career paths are where women are, more so than not. Nursing, teaching. The goal was to put women in their place. See, women, you got all these incels out here, all these men who can't get women because women don't need them. The men have rendered themselves useless. But instead of taking ownership that they put themselves in a position to be rendered useless, they blame the women. So they say, bitch, we'll show you. Bitch, we'll show you. You say, who's mandated reporters? Now, teachers? Well, teachers were already mandated reporters, technically. They already were. They already were. But I'm telling you, when I saw them take the professional designation, when I saw that, I was like, hold on, I'm looking up the thing. It was designed to get women, to affect women. That's what it's designed to do. That is what it's designed to do. But this is why I keep telling y'all, Republicans, the conservative movement is a regressive movement. It's not progressive. It's regressive. It's regressive. So now these professionals have got to figure out if they want to stay Americans or take their talents to countries that find value in them. Real shit. Take their professions to countries that find values in them, and let MAGA women stay here. A divinity degree is professional, Green Lake, because they're professional fucking grifters. You ain't know? They use God to get you to come up off your money. You ain't know? They're professional fucking grifters. Their job is to steal money. That's their job, to steal shmoney. Wild Blue, I'm going to need you to catch up, beloved. I'm going to need you to catch up, okay? I'm going to give you a second. I know you coming in here and you talking real fast. I need you to take a second and read it one more time, okay? Read this meme one more time, okay? Because, see, this meme tells on people. This meme right here is a snitch. It tells people, it tells me, people who know stuff and who don't know stuff. I need you to read it again. This American education system, my God, my God, my God. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. This is why I keep saying a lot of Americans don't like immigrants, because immigrants expose that Americans are fucking stupid. Real talk. Real talk. It shows that Americans are not that smart. They're not that smart because they don't even understand sarcasm. Americans don't get sarcasm. Sarcasm be like, sarcasm literally used to be a thing. People were writing novels that were just full of now, you know what? You remember back in the day when you could have Monty Python movies and Mel Brooks movies? Those movies leaned heavy on sarcasm. Heavy. Now, movies like that, you can't really do them justice anymore because Americans are too fucking dumb. They don't catch the sarcasm. Because in order to catch sarcasm, you have to be educated. You have to have education. Real shit. Americans, no. And you're right, user 984. In Europe, people speak multiple languages. In America, You know what? In America, if you speak more than one language, people will look at your ass funny. Real shit. In America, they will. Because Americans already have a tough time with English. You're asking them to learn another language. What? That's not going to happen. Say it again, J-Fig. They can barely speak English. They don't even call it English. They call it Anglish. Think about it. I need you to think about it. Commander, I know you didn't come in here thinking that you were teaching me that numbers are Arabic. Just say you didn't know that. It's called sarcasm. My God. He came in hot as a firecracker. Ma'am, numbers are Arabic. I know. I be trying to love my country. I be trying. I try to love America. But then Americans start fucking talking. And then I'm like, Stop. You making us look bad. Be quiet. See? No one home is showing you no one's home. So I sent you home. Bye. I only put this meme up to trigger MAGA. See, you put up a Mamdani meme, MAGA gonna get triggered quick. So the ones who scroll TikTok and try to pretend that they're independents and shit, those are the people that sarcasm always catches. It is really clever. I like my numbers non-binary personally. Catch it. That's another way that you can get them to spin out. You can get them to spin out. Be like, Mamdani's teaching binary numbers. Oh, they're going to lose their shit. They're going to lose their shit. That's it. That's it. I'm tired of the liberal agenda. Now they're teaching gender and math. They're talking about the sex and math. That's why I said it don't take much for me to troll MAGA. You understand? It don't take much to troll MAGA. They're easy to troll because they're not that smart. I learned that a long time ago. They're not smart people. Reagan, don't you come in here writing Roman numerals. They will swear that that's witchcraft. You're a witch. Stop it. Stop that. Don't you dare. Reagan in here just carrying on writing Roman numerals. I love to make these people angry because the amount of ignorance they have is astounding. Sometimes I be swearing it's not real, right? You know what I mean? Because I'm like, no fucking way. It's no way nobody is that dumb and that loud. Shit. I love it. Jerry said, oh no, not the Romans. I'm telling you, today, find yourself a MAGA, right? Hey, Tonton, find yourself a MAGA and say, did you hear that they was going to be teaching them binary numbers in New York? Watch they crash out. Don't say nothing else. Watch them crash out. I love fucking with these people because they're easy to fuck with. I don't know what it is. Yeah, just when you think they're not that dumb, you realize they're very dumb. Super dumb. Uber dumb. Okay? Mish. See, there's Mish. Bye, Mish. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. These people, that's why I tell you, you got to let MAGA talk. If you allow MAGA to talk, they're always going to tell on themselves. Just let them talk. Stop trying to out-talk them. Right? Stop trying to out-talk them. Right? And Trump did say they were stupid. He sure did, Timothy. Trump says, I love the uneducated. He did. And you know what he did? What happened when he said that? They said, yay! That's what they said. They literally said, they clapped when Trump said that. So, I don't know. Listen, so I go, hey, it's to be expected. Now, I want to tell y'all something. I don't know if you noticed this, because I know some of you have 401ks and IRAs and all this other stuff. $1 trillion has been wiped out of the U.S. stock market cap. $1 trillion with a T. Trillion with a T has been wiped out. of the stock market cap. $1 trillion. And so, again, I'm telling y'all the government is running out of money. Government's running out of money. Government's running out of money because they're spending all their money on immigration shit, and Trump and them are stealing. Uh-oh. That's something on my face. Oh, Trump's talking points are always embarrassing, but Republicans are never embarrassed by it. Did y'all see what Trump wrote yesterday on his Truth Social? Threatening Democratic lawmakers. And you know what you've heard from Republicans? Nothing. They don't say nothing. They just sit there with their little heads down. No, we can't say nothing because we scared of that man in a diaper. If we say anything, then, you know, we might get in trouble. So they just sit there with their head down. Yep, like good little soldiers, like little sheep. Because they are sheep. That's another reason why I don't listen to MAGA. I don't listen to nobody that's afraid of a man with swollen ankles. Fuck I listen to you for? You a sucker and you a chump. I'm not listening to you. I'm not even going to argue with you. But this is also why I say Democrats, y'all got to stop being nice. Stop being nice. You need to lean into being a damn socialist and make very clear that socialism is a good thing and prove it. Yep, I'm a proud socialist. Socialism is a good thing. My opponent talks bad about socialism, but he loved being a socialist when he served in the army for 12 years. Call it out. And when that person says, well, the army ain't socialism, and then that's when you go, explain to me how the army isn't socialism when it takes all of our money as a collective and puts it in a pot and you get to use it. I paid for your education. I paid for your job training, your housing, your uniforms, your benefits. I made you who you are. That is socialism. See, folks got to start talking about the shit. J.D. Vance's entire childhood and his college career was all built on socialism. All of it. Hell, his political career was built on socialism. Being in Congress is a socialist job. That's socialism. You get paid with our money to do a job. That's socialism. They're doing the same shit. They get health insurance with our money. They have benefits because of our money. Folks have got to start talking about what socialism really is, because they allowed conservatives to brand socialism as free shit. No, it's not. Socialism is the things that you've paid into. You've paid into a system and you expect to get something out of it. A value. A value. That's why I say I am a proud socialist. And see, Dwayne, you're right. Republicans believe in selective socialism, but I always try to tell people Republicans are socialists too. The difference is they believe in taking your money and giving it to rich people. What you think them PPP loans were that got forgiven? That was socialism. That was socialism. They took your money and gave it to rich people tax-free. But then they gave you stimulus checks, but they taxed you on it. You got taxed on every government check you got. Every single one of them. But the rich people got forgiveness. They paid nothing. That shit is socialism. They took your money and gave it to rich folk. And then will tell you to your face it's wrong to be a socialist. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm not surprised that your employer took PPP loans and still fired people, because PPP loans were a way for people with money to make more money. It was never about keeping you in your job. It was about keeping those businesses afloat with your tax dollars, right? They were mad everything was shut down. They couldn't make money. So the government took your money and gave it to them so they wouldn't lose their business. And then their business fired you. Brooklyn, honey, this meme is satire, baby. Trust me, I know. It's satire, beloved. It's satire, baby. My God. My God. America. You know what? Every time this happens, you know what I think about? America. Fuck yeah. Because that's how America acts. It reminds me of that saying. If you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough. You know, if you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough. Problem is, America's stupid and it ain't tough. Crazy shit. You're right, Kiki. It's not America. It's America. I forgot, because in America, we don't really speak the King's English. They speak that other shit. It's just like a garbage of all these things. Terry says, why learn Arabic? Why? It makes no sense. No, I'm not even saying, what do you say to that? What do you even say to that? You're right, Melissa. Hopefully it's non-binary Arabic. Because I don't even, you're right. The jokes write themselves. Yeah, they write themselves. They say the children are our future. I say we're fucked because their parents are dumb as shit. You understand? You say, is it okay to believe that America needs to be conquered and reestablished? Only by people who wash the backs of their necks, though. And Timothy, you don't look like you do, so I blocked you. Man, I need more Arabic numbers in my bank account, too. Shit. I'll take a whole string of them. You know, a whole string of them. That's what I would do. Abby, shh. Stop. You're educating them. Shh. MAGA's upset by this, okay? Stop it. Don't you come in here talking common sense, Abby. Shh. This meme is as good as Trump as Tiger King to trigger MAGA. This is the most triggeringest fucking meme fucking ever. The other day when I had my live, they were crashing the fuck out in here when I put this up. They were crashing out. Love you too. Fozzie, shh. Y'all need to stop telling the joke out loud, okay? I want them to come in and be outraged, all right? Because it helps us to pick out the village idiot really, really fast, right? I love this shit. I love it. I'm telling y'all. Now, did you see how your president is now lying and saying gas is now down to $1.98 a gallon? Question, has anybody seen gas that cheap? And can you tell me where I can get it? Because I'm looking for this $1.98 a gallon of gas. You can't even get it for $1 and some change at Costco or BJ's. So Trump says it's $1.98 a gallon. That's what he says. That's what he says. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, how can I be down? Because I would love some $1.98 thing of gas. Y'all should see the crash outs coming in this live. You're saying fake news. Man, I'm like, can I ask y'all a question? I know what I think happened. How do y'all think America's education system became so bad? Dora, do you know what sarcasm is, beloved? Can you give me an explanation for it? I don't want it. You only got 124 followers. It's not worth my time. Blocked. Plus, you got your face too big up in your avatar. I hate when people do their avatars like that. That shit make me uncomfortable. Blocked. I don't even waste my time. I'm just not even going to waste my time. I don't talk with nobody bad built. If you bad built, I don't talk to you. If you jive long in the face, I don't talk to you. I don't waste my time. Nope, not going to do it. From people like Trump and his but you ain't never lied. No hating on Piggly Wiggly. That's why we're good. Okay, my bad. But why do y'all think that the American education system is at its lowest point? Because it's at its lowest point. Why do y'all think that? You have a great day too, Joe. I'm just watching some of the crash out that's happening this morning. Y'all can't see everything. Some things TikTok will block it for me and I don't have to do nothing. And then I'm just like, okay, happy Friday to you, TX. Yeah, you're right. These days, nobody has to look anything up if they don't want to. But my thing is, folks got cell phones on them. They have the ability to get information at the drop of a hat at any moment. But I'm telling you what I see in a lot of people. A lot of people have no critical thinking skills. They don't have none at all. None, like zero. And you say, I think education being privatized. I agree, because it made it so anything, if you didn't have to pay a lot of money for it, and quiet as kept, even paying for it don't mean good education. Look at all the people who paid to go to Full Sail. They ain't get no good education. It's a whole lot of people paying for educations, but end up with shitty educations on top of that. Real talk, because money doesn't equate a great education either. But I do agree with you that making education for profit was the beginning of the end in America. Yep. And America never, and to your point, Robin, America never updated its education system. And Amon, you're right too. We don't make investments in education. But I think there's a reason for that. They don't make investments in education because if you have an educated populace, you can't control them. You can't control an educated populace. You can influence them, but you can't control them. See, at one time, Americans had more education, but the government also had less control as the American populace kept getting more and more educated. Where the powers that be didn't like that. Right? Because then that meant you wouldn't go work in their cheap, low wage ass jobs. You went and started your own businesses. You went and made your own way. The powers that be didn't like that. So what they decided to do is for decades, chip away at the system. Chip away at your education system, your unions, your healthcare, your neighborhoods, your medical system, everything. And they've chipped away at it decade after decade after decade after decade. You have the American populace. You have people in America, Americans are more educated than they've ever been, but they're making less money. Question, Lufu, you probably shouldn't come into a live talking all loud when you don't understand sarcasm. You might want to slow down on that shit. I'm going to just say it like that. You might want to slow down on coming in all fast and loose. Because I do sarcasm, right? This is all sarcasm. MAGAs don't get sarcasm. You got me now? Okay, I just want to make sure you got me. Yeah, this is all sarcasm. This is honestly designed to catch the MAGAs. Real shit. Liberals, I just need y'all to rock with me. Let me cook for a minute. Don't tell the joke. Because it's MAGA who will come in. See, that's them damn Muslims. That's why I'm telling y'all, just chill and let me cook. Just chill and let me cook. We should learn about other cultures, but you know why in America they don't want you to learn about other cultures? Because then you'll learn you don't have a great life here in America. That's why they don't want you to learn about other cultures. That's why. Yup, it would expose the lie. If you start learning about other cultures and other countries and how their governments function and how the people get to function and how they really live, oh, you get mad. Thank you, Lestraga, Miss Queen Obvious. When you're done telling us that numbers are Arabic numbers, can you explain to me how I breathe oxygen and that keeps me alive? And you're right, Lufu. That's why rich and powerful people want to own all the social media platforms. I'm going to tell you, it's something else that Americans, you've got to get back to. You got to get back to having your own websites and putting shit on your own websites and stop having everything tied to social media platforms. Real shit. Stop having it all tied to social media platforms because the social media platforms are always changing their rules, always trying to dictate what you can and cannot say because they don't want to say nothing that's going to upset their shareholders. So they don't want nothing on the platform that's going to piss shareholders off. Real talk. See, y'all forgot we create these platforms. If you're not on these platforms don't make no money. Take back your power. You said they already made us study other cultures because our generation was taught wrong. What do you mean by that, Tonton? They're mining our information. Oh, yeah, they're selling it big time. That's why I agreed with Andrew Yang. We should get paid for our data because all of these fucking companies are making money off of our data. Everybody making money off of us but us. Yep, and they're feeding it into AI systems. But we ain't making no money off of the data that we create for these companies. All of these analytics, we don't get nothing. We don't get nothing but a Coke and a fucking smile. That's it. Listen, y'all, we don't have to all agree on all of the same things to understand that the rich people are fucking us over. We don't all have to agree on everything, but we all agree on that. We all agree on that. That's why I tell y'all for the holidays, don't spend money that you don't need to spend. Don't do it. Because rich people want to report record profits for the end of the year. Make them motherfuckers report record losses. Make it. Maxie, Now, I know you're not coming in with that bad skin, looking like an old Coach bag and talking in all caps. Blocked. Fuck is you doing? We don't do that shit here. They steal from you. That's why they always, yep. That's why they always want your information. You're absolutely correct. And Lori's right. No Red Friday, no Wi-Fi Monday. If you know what I know, stop giving them your fucking money. Yeah, I said old Coach bag. Because people who don't get enough nutrients always have skin like RFK Jr. Verizon is laying off 13,000 employees. I'm not surprised. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you that companies would lay you off before they take a dip in their profits? Yep, Verizon is going to begin laying off 13,000 employees. They say they're going to reorient the entire company. That's a reorganization, beloved. Kit Kat, you got any other news that we already know? This is called satire up here, beloved. My God. What do they say, mashallah? Y'all don't get it. Thank you, Ledger. Ledger gets it. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, I'm not surprised by layoffs popping up in other countries. You know why? The dumbass leadership that we have in America is creating a global recession while countries reorient themselves and reorganize without us. Real shit. Countries are reorganizing without America. And we'll never get back. We ain't never getting back in the club. You understand? We'll never fully be back in the club. Because when they let us back in after Trump the first time, what the fuck happened? Our dumbasses voted for Trump a second time and brought it back. They're not going to let him come. That's it. That's it. That's it. What they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice? Mine took your 401k match. Then because it wasn't enough, they're laying off 11%. Whoa. That's crazy. And see, I remember, I told y'all there was a golden time at one time in America when you were a worker in like the mid to late 90s, early 2000s, dollar for dollar matching in your 401k, profit sharing bonuses, flex schedules, raises every couple of months. That's the life we was living. That's the life we was living. And in that time span, from like mid 90s to now, all of that progress wiped out. And Americans are like, we're winning. I'm like, winning fucking what? The bread line. You're winning a spot in the fucking bread line. Cause you're not getting nothing for it. You're paying higher taxes and getting less. Like y'all saw the other day that Donald Trump peeled back tariffs on beef and all that. Your grocery bill is not going down. Your grocery bill is not going to go down. At all. And I'm going to tell you why your grocery bill is not going to drop, because Trump got rid of those tariffs. He already created a problem when he implemented them. So there is no concept of, it's not like a faucet where you turn the tariffs on, everything is there, and then you turn them off, and then magically they go down. That doesn't work that way. See, because y'all got to understand that these manufacturers, right? And these retailers, they lock in prices in bulk. And they do it many, many, many months ahead. Right? Many months ahead. Like the shit that they're selling for the holidays, they locked that shit, those prices in for that shit months ago when Trump added tariffs. So those prices are not going to go down for you. They're not going to go down for you. Somebody said they just Googled it. No, you didn't. You just caught this work with that finger though. Look it up. Yep. It just allowed rolling back the tariffs mean rich people don't have to pay tariffs to import the shit in, but they still gonna charge all of us high ass prices as if they're impacted by tariffs. Hell, y'all have seen things that have no tariff bearing be raised in price because rich people get money. Hey, Crystal, I want Crystal to come to the front of the congregation because Crystal came in hot as firecracker. Y'all do know Arabic numbers are already what we using. I know that. You know that. MAGA don't know that. Shut up. The goal was to make people crash out. Damn, y'all step on a joke. Jesus. And Tammy, come on, girl. Time for a new haircut. Block. I blocked Tammy because I don't like her haircut and her avatar. See, I'm just like Trump. I told y'all there is no democracy in this live. This live is a republic of me. And if I don't like your haircut, gotta go. I don't like your avatar, gotta go. I don't like old Coach bags, gotta go. I'm not listening to that. Now, y'all need to quit coming in here all loud. You do know Arabic numbers. I know that. Damn. It's called satire. My God. Every time now I hear that song from Whitney Houston, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. I'm like, damn, we're fucked. It brings a tear to my eye now to hear that song because we're fucked. The children are our future. If only Whitney was alive long enough to see, not only are we fucked because the children have fucked us, their parents are dumb as a box of fucking rocks. So it's no way that their kids are going to be the future because their parents are fucking stupid. Like, what the hell? But I always say George Bush didn't lie. It was no child left behind. He didn't leave not one. He took all those kids and dumbed each and every one of them down. Every single one of them. Like, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I had to block somebody else too. I just saw you kept posting the same thing. And then when I looked at your avatar, you were taking that picture. You know how people take a picture with their camera beneath them? Never take a selfie like that. It reminds me of a jail selfie. Block. I don't do jail. Under no capacity. Block. Nope. I told y'all I can smell when it's some mess. You feel me? I can always smell when it's mess coming. Always. Always. We are a nation of immigrants. Why not learn about other cultures? Your government don't want you to learn about other cultures because if you did, then you'll start asking your government why our country is such shit. They don't like you to run. They don't like you to do that. I'm running for local office in my district. I really want to get with the fucking Democratic Party and help them with their damn messaging. Like they make me mad. They make me mad because they don't know how to have the real conversations that they need to have. Like, why are you paying $12 for coffee that used to cost you $6 a year ago? Coffee that cost you $6 a year ago costs $12 now. $12. Y'all like, look, I want y'all to pay attention to this meme. Y'all see that now? Y'all heard that they said Trump was carrying on with Bubba. So this picture is just all the bubbles saying, no, it's you. No, it's you. Maybe it's you. Who got that guac 30,000 from the president? Who was it? You know, we certainly need to clean out establishment Dems. But emotions, I just cleaned you out as well. I don't like you here, Miss Emotions. I'm very emotional too. I'm like Carl Thomas. I'm emotional and I can't let go. You tried it, Miss Girl. I caught you. Come back on your other account. I keep telling y'all, you're not as slick and smooth as I am on this shit. This shit is easy for me. I keep telling y'all. You say in the South you meet Bubba in prison, catch it. You meet him in prison or in one of those bathroom stalls in your local bar. Not in your local bar, Croak, but in one of those little local bars, in one of them little backwoods towns. That's also where they meet up with Bubba on a Saturday night while their wife at home. Catch it. He don't like boys until he get a couple drinks in him. I'm not gay. I just experiment when I've had a lot of fun. Okay. All right. Okay. I saw somebody say Gladys. Oh yeah, they love a good airport bathroom. I forgot about that. They do love airport bathrooms. Be playing footsies in them damn bathrooms. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, I'm looking to see what else is popping. Now, this morning, following my TikTok live, we do an uncensored live on Patreon. That is free to everybody on Fridays. We do Freebie Friday. If you want to be a part of that Patreon live, click the link in my profile and come on over to Patreon and check us out because we have a lot of fun over there because we talk about a lot of subjects that we can't talk about here. Don't forget tonight, we're having a movie discussion about The Perfect Neighbor. Now, that discussion is through the Patreon as well. Everybody can access that. The reason why we're discussing it over there tonight is because it's a very sensitive subject. And I know, and to somebody in my audience mentioned this, TikTok is going to flag it because of the type of discussion it is. The AI doesn't understand context. So if you want to be a part of that discussion tonight, that's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Come on and check us out. Okay? Because I think you'll enjoy that. If you haven't watched The Perfect Neighbor, it is on Netflix. It's a documentary. What the heck? I pressed something. Yeah, it's a Oh, I see what I did. It's a documentary. And all I can say is it's great. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Anna. I really do. I'm looking forward to that discussion too, Lori, because when I watched that movie in my house, I was yelling, screaming, going, oh, hell no. So it'll be great to have a discussion with others who've watched it. You say it's the whole lot of the Trump's cabinet. Yep, that they love. Oh, I want to show y'all something. Did y'all see what Duffy said? Hold on, let me pull it up. Y'all see what Duffy said? The Trump administration is now telling you how you're supposed to dress when you go to an airport or get on an airplane. Shoes. You do realize that you don't understand sarcasm. So I'm going to go ahead and send you on so you can read some books and understand. Bye, beloved. Yep. Now your government wants to tell you how you're supposed to dress when you get on an airplane or go to an airport. Now, this is my thing. You supposed to wear your nice attire for these raggedy ass airplanes. See, a motherfucker like Duffy, he fly private. We don't fly private. We don't fly private. So you mean to tell me we're supposed to fucking dress up to get on these shitty ass airplanes? Okay. You wait on that, Duffy. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Again, what did I tell y'all? The Conservative Party loves to talk about they're the smarty party of small government. That shit is a lie. That shit is a lie. Republicans love to be all in your business, and they love to use government to control the shit that you do. And that's just the truth. They love to use government to control you. They love it. Now, y'all remember when I told y'all Trump said, gas is $1.90 something? He also keeps saying grocery prices have dropped. According to the Newswire, U.S. grocery prices hit record high as monthly cost for a family of 4 reaches $1,030 a month for groceries. Whoa. That's average. That's average. Keep in mind, in some circles, it's going to be more. In some circles, it's going to be less. But on average, a family of 4 is now paying $1,030 a month on fucking groceries. So you're paying all of that and getting less of it. Getting less of it. Now, I'm going to tell you, I went to Aldi's yesterday. There were a couple of great deals at Aldi's. Aldi's has 99-cent fresh cranberries right now. 99-cent a bag. Take your ass there if you want some cranberries. They were cheap. Good morning to you, Chris. You can't beat 99-cent cranberries. Fresh. Okay? Fresh. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Yesterday, I think they had green peppers were like $1 and something. They were offering some pretty good deals on some stuff. Remember I told you, somebody gave you 2 bags of fresh cranberries. You lucky, Ida. See, I love fresh cranberry sauce that I make with fresh cranberries. I love cranberry sauce. So that when I saw them in Aldi's yesterday, I took 2 packs of that. They had that was in there. That was 99-cent yesterday. They still had the pasta for 80-something cents. There wasn't a whole lot of it left, but they still had the fresh pasta from Italy. And remember, I told y'all Italy's going to stop sending us pasta. Trump has fucked up everything. But remember, Trump told you, when I win, I'm going to bring grocery prices down day one. Remember, he told you that. Day one, day one, day one. Because Joe Biden raised the price of groceries. He's a liar. Not only did he raise the price of groceries, your grocery bill is never going to go back to what it was ever. You need to accept that because that's your reality. This is your new reality. This is your new reality. The new reality. Understand, I want to touch on something. There's something else. I just saw something and it reminded me of a discussion. You know how people keep talking about AI, and rich people, they're working really hard to push AI and get it done. Because the goal for rich people is to replace us, right? Any job that they can replace us, they're salivating to use AI because it's more profits for them. And my thought process is, why don't they use AI to replace CEOs? If the company really wants to save a lot of money, they should stop paying multi-million-dollar salaries to CEOs, right? Wouldn't that save the companies more money? Wouldn't the AI be able to anticipate better ways to grow the business than a CEO. Because according to rich people, computers never get sick. Computers don't have morals and character and all these other things. So why not have the computer, the AI, replace CEOs? Computers, yep, exactly, John Luke. Computers not only can read spreadsheets, they can identify patterns better. They can anticipate things better. So why not put them in those positions? You know, when like, you got a CEO, you're paying him $20 million a year, plus he gets a $50 million golden parachute. So that's $70 million right there the company could be keeping and the investors could be, you know, sharing in the wealth. But instead, 70 million is going to one person. Doesn't make sense to me, right? Oh, I'm getting hungry. Said AI doesn't make real money. It's extremely faulty. AI only do what you feed it. True. It only does what you feed it. But my thing is, if they're going to use AI to replace the workers, why not use AI to replace where all the money is actually being spent? See, the front office. I'm not surprised at DoorDash having driverless cars, but see, this is the T. Are people going to go outside and get their own food? Because if that's the case, what's the point of you paying for DoorDash? You working. You essentially paid them to deliver food to you that you got to go outside and get. Well, I wouldn't do it. I had butter brown, apple spices, and chopped roasted pecans to my, ooh, that sounds good. I usually don't even add any type of pecans or apples or anything to my cranberry sauce, but that sounds good. That sounds good. But I caught a couple of deals yesterday when I just happened to stop in Aldi's because I had to go get the jalapenos. Now, don't forget, you guys, because today I'm testing out a recipe for jalapeno cornbread. I think I'm just going to use my own because no disrespect. All the recipes I saw had cheese in it. And I ain't putting no cheese in no cornbread. I got something about that don't sit right in my spirit. I don't know what it is. Something in my spirit don't sit right with that. I'm like, why would I want to put cheese in there? No, ma'am. Nope. I'm not putting no cheese in that shit. Yup. Okay, I thought it was just me. Because I was like, something ain't right about that shit. You say Modvicare and Medicare for rides for medical is filing chapter. Wow, I'm not surprised. Because again, my question to people is, who's gonna pay for people to get rides back and forth? See, I'm telling y'all, a lot of people gonna learn. You say, I agree. I've never heard of cheese and cornbread. That was my opinion on it. When I was looking for recipes, I was like, nah. See, Twiz, the problem is I've never had cornbread with cheese in it. And somewhere in my black spirit, my ancestors are saying, have you lost your fucking mind? See, something about it don't sit right in my spirit. No. Something about that don't seem right. I don't know why, but something felt very wrong. Yep. But I'm going to tell you, look up today recipes for jalapeno cornbread. All of it has some type of cheddar cheese in it. No. Because remember I told you guys on Sunday, I'm making stuffing on Sunday. And I did put my ingredients for stuffing. I put it on my Patreon yesterday. Okay. So I did put it on the Patreon yesterday. So if you want to make stuffing along with me, you already have the ingredients available with you, for you to do so. So I did that yesterday. So check it out. So if you do want to cook it with me, when we do the stuffing on Sunday, that you already have all of your ingredients. Okay? Because the goal is for me to use the leftover jalapeno cornbread as a base for the stuffing on Sunday. And I'm like, if I put cheese in there, I can't use that. That was the other thing that I thought. So I'm like, no. I'm not putting no fucking cheese in there. That's going to be a no for me, dog. Yep, it wouldn't work. And according to this, Movicare is over $1.4 billion in debt. Movicare got a lot of debt. They got a lot of fucking debt. See, these companies don't mind carrying debt as long as the money keep coming in. Yeah, well, yes. For Thanksgiving, I'm making some apple pies. I already know that because I told my husband that he need to tell his cousin to come pick up one of them because we ain't going to eat both of those apple pies. So I'm making apple pie, 2 apple pies. I'm keeping one of them, homemade whipped cream. I already made the biscuits. You see what I'm saying? Already made the biscuits and they're in the freezer. Remember we made 76 biscuits. What was it? Last Saturday or Saturday before last, whatever that was. So, and those are in the deep freezer. All I got to do is pop them out, put them on a tray, put some melted butter on top of them, pop them in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes, take them out, put some more butter on top. I'm done. Yep. It was about 2 Saturdays ago. So for Thanksgiving, I'm really just only going to make those pies as far as, something that has some bread associated with it. Just those pies and that's it. Because I don't need to really make anything else. And we're making cake tomorrow too. So we're also making a yellow cake with homemade chocolate buttercream icing. I'm going to show you how to make buttercream icing. That shit is easy. And it's better than any frosting that you're going to buy in the store. It's you know what's in it. You don't have to worry about it. Trust me, your family will like this too. I'm telling you, y'all. Listen, these are things. Oh yeah, I'm going to make yams and sweet potatoes, but yams and sweet potatoes is not bread. So people ask me what bread I was cooking for Thanksgiving. See, now my Thanksgiving meals tend to be a little unconventional. So we're having honey butter chicken. Yep. And I think I'll probably make it spicy. So we're going to have honey butter chicken. We're going to have some greens. We're going to have 2 types of mac and cheese. We're going to have regular mac and cheese. And then we're going to have mac and cheese with a little bit of goat cheese. Because I told y'all, goat cheese makes your mac and cheese a little extra creamy. If you like goat cheese, you'll love some goat cheese in your mac and cheese. I personally like goat cheese, so I intend to do that. Right? So, goat mac and cheese. I'm also we're doing candied yams. We're doing cranberry sauce. I'm making these apple pies. We got the biscuits. And I might make an appetizer. Somebody mentioned hush puppies in here, and now you got me focused on fucking hush puppies, even though I don't even need to make hush puppies. Now I'm like, I wouldn't mind having a Thanksgiving appetizer of hush puppies, jalapeno hush puppies. Why do y'all do this? I didn't even have that on my mind. Now I fucking want fucking hush puppies. Shit. Yeah, I might make hush puppy appetizers. You say, how do you cook your chicken? The chicken is fried. So I'm going to take whole chicken wings. I don't buy those little party wings. Don't buy that shit. Because, can I be honest? That shit ain't enough chicken and you got to cook too much of it to get anywhere. So I get whole wings and I chop them down. I break them down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, batter them up, fry them, and I double fry them. Then I make a garlic butter sauce that I toss them in. Oh, a honey butter sauce that we toss them in. That does have a little garlic in that sauce. It's just butter, garlic, and a little honey. That's it. That shit is bomb. What? You say you switched to coconut oil because I do like some gourmet fried foods. Oh, that sounds good. Good morning to you, Sassy. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. It's just going to be fun. A fun cooking time, because that's what I do. If we have a fun time cooking, and my meal is usually done by 1 o'clock at the latest. Because I like to eat early, take a nap, wake up again. I like to eat all day, like all day eating. You can't do that if dinner ain't ready till 6. Someone asked if you cook it all that day. I cook it all that day. The only thing I might do the day before is pies. That's it. Yep. You just got because the pies are going to take up the oven, and I'm going to need the oven for stuffing and for mac and cheese. So I'll make the pies the day before. Everything else I cook that day because I'm going to get up early enough to do it, and I'm not cooking anything that would take multiple days. Now, if I was making butter chicken, I'd need to start cooking at least 2 days in advance, or at least prepping. Ooh, now y'all got me thinking maybe I should make butter chicken for for Thanksgiving. We have butter chicken and honey butter chicken. Ooh, that's making my mouth water. I don't know about that because that's a lot of work. Because I would have to do the marinade a day before to break down the chicken. And then I got to blend the tomatoes. And I don't think I'm going to do all that. Yeah, I'm just going to make honey butter chicken. Honey butter chicken, mac and cheese, greens, stuffing, apple pie, biscuits, cranberry sauce, and I might make those hush puppies. For drink, cochito, I'm making new. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to make on Saturday. I'm making new cochito on Saturday. Yeah, because I only got like a little swallow left, like that much. And I'm going to get some better rum. Yep. I'm going to get better. Because last time I got the B word. Yeah, that's what I'm making, Star Fox. I think I don't say it right, but that's what I'm making. Yeah, I'm going to make that. But I'm going to get some better stuff. Because I bought the B stuff last time. And the B stuff, all right. But I want the coquito. Okay, coquito. That's how I say it. I'm making that. Stuffing or cornbread dressing. Cornbread. Ooh, see, my family from the South, we call everything stuffing. See, that's where it get funny. But it's cornbread based. But I do mine's the day of. Day of. Because I also put spicy sausage in mine. I get some of that Jimmy Dean spicy sausage. And I fry it in the frying pan and crumble it up inside the stuffing. Jesus. That's making my mouth water. Jesus. Now, I got something else I'm going to put in my mac and cheese, but I'm going to share that on Patreon this morning because I can't share that on TikTok. I already know TikTok raggedy, and I'll get an instant flag. Even though I bought this thing from TikTok, I'm going to do videos on it. But I got to be real crafty about how I'm going to do videos on it. Because TikTok raggedy. They shouldn't let me buy it if I can't do videos on it. You say in your family it's called dressing? Yeah, I know it's called something different depending on where people are located. We call it stuffing no matter what, even though we don't put it inside of no bird. But we call it stuffing. So if you're want to cook stuffing with me on Sunday, you'll see me on Sunday morning. I don't know what time yet, but it'll be early. I'll let you guys know. But I'm not sure what time it'll be yet. Okay? So listen, I appreciate y'all for being here with me this morning. I'm gonna what did I just do? I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. I am gonna get ready to start my Patreon live soon because we got a lot that we're gonna share and talk about this morning. Yeah, now they want to tell you how to dress in the Trump administration. They want to tell you how to dress, what to eat, where you can go, who to talk to. They tell you everything. They're going to tell you everything but what's in them fucking Epstein files. They're going to tell you everything but this is, by the time the Justice Department releases those files, that's what they're going to look like. Real shit. That's what them files going to look like. Because Pam Bondi said the other day, and it was language in the bill that that anything classified can't be released, and Anything if it's related to an ongoing investigation. Remember, Trump called for an investigation. Remember, they always broadcast everything that they're going to do. You just have to listen to these people. I think a lot of times people don't listen to them, but if you just listen to these folks, they tell you everything they're going to do because they can't keep a fucking secret. They can't keep a secret. If you want to know what the Republican playbook is, just listen, just let them talk. They're braggarts. They love to brag on what they're going to do. They love it. They can't help it. So let them brag. Let them talk. That's what I do. Because when you do that, then you ain't got to worry about it. And you ain't got to try to figure it out. Just let these people run their fucking mouths. They will always broadcast to you what they are going to do, what they are doing, what they plan to do, or what they have done. It's one of those things. You just have to listen. Trump always broadcasts. They always tell. Always. You just got to roll the footage. Yep, look, folks told people to read Project 2025. Folks still said, nope, not true, not true. You know there's a tracker out there that you can go to and you can see what they've gotten done and what they haven't and where they are in the process. But folks didn't want to believe it, but it was true. Now, according to the website, project2025.observer, they are 48% through implementing Project 2025, right? They had a total of 319 objectives that are being tracked, and 34 agencies are involved. Now, I'm going to give y'all just an example of some things that they had. In Project 2025, they wanted to totally abolish USAID. They did it. Totally got rid of it. There were 6 objectives associated with it. They wanted to cut the budget. They wanted to get rid of all of USAID policies. They got it. They wanted to prohibit USAID from funding any reproductive health and reproductive right programs. They wanted to prioritize faith-based organizations only. They wanted to cut all international disaster assistance and eliminate any diversity. They did all of that. 100% accomplished. Yep, 100%. They accomplished that. This is why people need to pay attention. The CFTC, the Commodities Future Trading Commission, they had one objective. And that objective was to get rid of it. They did. 100% completion. The goal has been met. So y'all got to understand, CPB, Corporation of Public Broadcasting, they wanted to stop all federal funding to NPR and PBS. Mission accomplished. 100% complete. None of this shit makes your life better, but the goal was to privatize your government, and I'm gonna tell you what the goal was: to bust up and break up your government, and then fuck it all up, and then you're gonna have to pay rich people to fix it. Boom. Guaranteed government contracts forever. And y'all gave it to them. Guaranteed government contracts forever. Forever. That's what happened. Yep, privatize everything and give the public nothing. And you're going to pay more in taxes. Listen, as I wrap up this morning, I want to remind you of this. When you do your taxes, you've been owing every year for the last couple of years, haven't you? No matter how much you pay. Just when you think you figured it out and you shouldn't owe, don't you owe anyway? Because I'm going to tell you why you owe anyway. But you owe anyway, right? You want me to tell you why? It's Donald Trump's tax plan. That's the Trump tax plan. You're paying while rich people don't pay no taxes. Somebody has to pay, and you're the somebody, right? So you're paying taxes, but they're cutting all the agencies that will help you. They cut all the agencies that would do oversight over those businesses. Yep. Y'all about to learn. That's all I want to say. Y'all about to learn. Yep, exactly. You will own nothing and be happy about it. You'll just be walking around like this. It's like, y'all, okay, I'm going to go back in time. Y'all ever seen the movie, hold up, I'm looking for it. Y'all ever seen the movie They Live? That's what America's going to be. Uh-huh. Yeah, we do pay more taxes than Jeff Bezos and Trump and all of them combined. But it's because working class people keep voting for rich people to get into office. And then y'all surprised that rich people don't put your best interests as the priority. Why would I? But I'm telling you, America's going to be They Live. Watch. It already is. It already is. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here with me this morning on this live, for this live event, right? I'm about to move over to Patreon. This morning for my uncensored live event where we talk about any and everything. And it's Freebie Friday, so you can come on over too. Come on over. You can talk too. Okay? You can talk too. You ain't got to worry about getting no flags. The link is in my profile. Come on over and have a good time. I can't wait until we get it cracking this morning because that's what we're about to do. Listen, don't forget, I'm going to be back on at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening because we're going to discuss the movie, The Perfect Neighbor. Okay? Well, actually, I'm not going to be on here. Actually, come through my Patreon because we're really going to be on Zoom, but you can see it via Patreon. Okay? That's where you can see the options. All the options for you to join tonight's discussion. I have it as a pinned comment on my Patreon. You can't miss it. All right? You don't even have to register to come be a part of the event tonight. You're going to enjoy talking about this movie. If you haven't seen The Perfect Neighbor, go on Netflix today and watch it. Okay? We're talking about Tenet on the 29th of this month. That's going to be on TikTok Live. Okay? Then on the 25th, we're doing a watch party about The Three Extremes. I'm putting up that post today on the watch party. You'll have to register for that. The watch party, if you want to be a part of that, come watch a movie with us and kick it and talk. That's what we doing. We have a good time together. In spite of everything that Trump does, we still have a great time. Because we ain't going to let nobody steal our joy. You understand? Listen, I love you all. Look, we got 96,000 likes this morning. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got over 100 shares today. Okay? I want to remind you, don't forget to check out this week's episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast. It dropped on Wednesday at 7:00 p.m. And it's called Life Be Lifin', but we still winning. Where I talk to you about all these things can happen in your life, but you still winning. And that you need to celebrate your small victories and your large ones. Celebrate you. Celebrate your life. Don't get caught up in just suffering. That's what I wanted to tell you this week. So check that out. You can listen to that podcast on YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. Okay? Then before I wrap up this morning, I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. I say thank you to all of you for being here. But number 1, beautiful, Miss Beautiful Storyteller. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful Lori. Thank you, beautiful. Number 3, Miss Beautiful D. Thank you, D. Number 4, handsome Joe Cigar. Thank you so much, Joe. Number 5, beautiful Stacy D. Hey, beautiful. And a special shout out to number 6, Croak. Thank you so much, Croak. I think it's your first time here. I appreciate you being here. All of you. If it's your first time here, don't let this be your last time, okay? Come, we have fun in these lives, right? And they're troll-free zones, okay? Troll-free zones. So listen, I love you all. Have a great and beautiful, blessed Friday. To those of you who are joining us tonight for the movie discussion, I will see you tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you joining us in the Uncensored Live event on Patreon, in a few moments, I will see you shortly. Listen, don't let nobody live rent free in your head, y'all. Okay? Don't feed no trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, everybody. I love you. Have a great and beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye. Look, I tried to be smooth. It didn't work.